Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. It's time to have a look at the suggestions passed to developers once again. This time we're having a look at the helicopter section. The helicopter section is pretty small, but still worth having a look at, especially since when it comes to helicopters, we've actually seen a lot of changes to them over the last year, with many being added and also many crazy weapon systems added alongside them. So let's have a look at the options here. The first one is for the UH-1B and also C, and it's a new 40mm cannon modification as the M129. Many Hueys, especially in the Vietnam War, introduced a variety of armament subsystems to their air cavalries, notably the M5 subsystem, which featured an M75 grenade launcher on the nose of the helicopter. Later, the H-1G attack helicopter also introduced the M129. The successor to the previous M75. It featured a high fire rate and is also already in War Thunder. As the AH-56 Cheyenne's program was soon ending, it was said that development began on the XM51 subsystem, which would replace the traditional M75 grenade launcher with the more recent M129 grenade launcher. Unfortunately, it is not sure whether it was used in service, but it was at least trialed, and the idea is to add it to the UH-1B or the UH-1C. There's also a Romanian helicopter, which has been suggested before, the IAR-317 Airfox. This is a light attack helicopter made by Industria, Aeronautică, Română in the 1980s, when Romanian authorities sought to provide the country's armed forces with military equipment, or indigenous equipment made by their own companies. The idea was to design a helicopter specifically for CAS missions, which unlike the Soviet Mi-24s or other similar helicopters, wouldn't have redundant capabilities to carry troops, allowing to decrease the weight and also focus more on the anti-tank capabilities. The IAR-317 was based on the IAR-316B, which was the Romanian license-built variant of the French SA-316B Alouette 3. The helicopter had a tandem cockpit with a crew of a pilot and also an operator gunner. The large glass canopy provided very good visibility for the crew, and behind the cockpit, radio equipment and fuel tanks were located. The cockpit and fuel tanks were protected by armor, and from its predecessor, the Alouette 3, the vehicle received the gas turbine engine from the French company Turbomeca, producing 640 kilowatts. The Airfox helicopter was designed to fight tanks and also other similar armored targets on the battlefield, for the fire support of ground forces, reconnaissance, and also surveillance. Only a single prototype was built, it was made, and its first flight was in 1984. And a year later, it was presented on the Paris Air Show. Unfortunately, Romanian militaries quickly lost interest in the project, and its proposition for export remained unsuccessful. So, even though, of course, in real life it didn't really get anywhere, in War Thunder it might be slightly different. This vehicle has a bunch of armament options on it, including some machine gun pods, such as 7.62 ones, and also twin 7.62s. It could also carry the LPR-5712, the LPR-57-4, which are sets of rockets, and also 50-kilo bombs, and the Malyutka 80 gem from the USSR. It could mount 6 of them overall, which means 3 on either side. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank Tullio Pontecorvo, Brendan Quinn, Carrion Crow, Gus Irenicus, Pieman, Wartinder, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Martinez, B. Young, Alan Hacker, Ozzy Panzer, Liam Shear, Opium Prime, Lafouche, Cam Arslan, Uncle Bean, and Derek R. for supporting the channel.